No. Let's hear the beginning. That's where it really is.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium. I'm Dan.
And I'm Eddie.
And we're the Deathless Dogs. And we are drinking Lyre's non-alcoholic whiskey, so you don't have to.
Good. Hopefully I won't be hungover tomorrow.
You're wrong.
Something that was coming up in my Facebook ads heavily. Because I think dry January is a thing. I've never partaken. Seems stupid to me.
Yeah.
January, I mean, we're in Wisconsin. January is one of the drinkingest months because, holy shit, what the hell else?
January is like barrel strength month.
Yeah, January is like I'm shoveling and hating myself. Why would I stop drinking? Yeah, I have no idea what to expect here. I really don't have a whole lot to say about it other than it's like non-alcoholic whiskey.
Non-alcoholic whiskey, that's not like realistic.
I mean, I like the packaging.
It looks like actual whiskey.
We pull this out. I do like the label a lot, actually. It's a bear doing the Clint Eastwood guns. Blue and copper looks nice.
Non-alcoholic spirits. I mean, like, you can't, like, grizzly bear with non-alcoholic spirits.
This meticulously crafted homage to a timeless classic is an exquisite melange of natural extracts and essences sourced from the finest spices, oak, and smoke extracts. It's also rather delish. On the website, it like gives you recipes for things to put it into. It does not on any of one of them say you should be drinking it straight. Well, we're going to do that anyway. Then we'll mix it up. So their whole thing is kind of, you can either make a non-alcoholic cocktail or you can make one with like less alcohol. If bourbon was one of your ingredients in a cocktail, you'd sub it out for this and then you'd have less alcohol in your drink. Don't exactly know who that's for, but we're from Wisconsin.
How much did you pay for this again?
$35.99 is what it's saying on the website right now. I don't feel like I paid that much for it.
I feel like you would have.
I feel like in total I paid about $35.99 with shipping. I just bought it on a whim because it's like, we do this.
You're right. We review whiskeys, so we might as well see what non-alcoholic whiskey entails. How much of this am I pouring?
Well, you poured way more than I did, so that's probably enough. We'll take a nose on it. Oh, Christ. What is that?
That smells like something familiar.
It's very familiar, isn't it?
It's got a bit of, like, molasses, but there's something to it.
Right.
And I don't know. I can't place it yet.
Like old candy? Like old people candy? Like candy from the 1920s or something? That candy when you, like, dump the molasses on a pan full of snow? It's weird.
It's almost grainy, too, though.
It doesn't...
Like sugary, grainy.
It's, like, Christmassy in a weird way. Like,
it's wintry, for sure.
Yeah. It does not smell like whiskey to me.
Let's clink them and drink them and see what happens. Cheers. It's liquidy. Holy shit. Oh,
it's very watery.
That's not whiskey at all. Like, if someone tried to pass this as whiskey, I would be like, no.
It tastes like if you got like a fountain Coke at McDonald's or something, and then you just let all the ice melt, and then drank like the ice water. You know what I mean? You ever drink a Coke that's a little past its prime?
I don't like this at all. It's got like coffee notes too.
Yeah.
I could see how, like, if you're a coffee drinker, you might like this, but it's not going to give you the zing that coffee would, and also not going to get you drunk. And it's also like $30, so what the fuck is happening? Like, it leaves just this weird aftertaste.
Weird, like, spice to it afterwards. The first cocktail they recommend is just basically whiskey Coke, except they want you to buy, like, some hipster cola.
Of course they do.
You want to grab that ice?
Regretfully, I just slammed that. I gotta pee first. I'm gonna pee, I'm gonna grab the ice, and then we're gonna do this properly. My number one recommendation is don't slam any of that.
It smells like, if you ever like burn something to the bottom of a pan and then like put water in it to soak it.
Yeah.
It smells like that. This makes me feel really gross. And they said use like hipster cola, but I'm gonna use Coke. It's terrible.
It tastes like minty Coke almost.
The question is, who is this for?
It's not for me.
I imagine the thought behind this is for your NA beer crowd, but somebody who's quit drinking but was a whiskey drinker. They're going to hate this. I feel like NA beer can still kind of taste like beer enough that like people are like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This tastes nothing like whiskey.
And then they charge a whiskey price on top of it.
They charge a $35 price tag. What they're missing is you don't get the, like, you know, bourbon's supposed to be smooth, you know, but this is nothing but smooth. And then that's where you learn that, like, no, bourbon is not supposed to be smooth. Bourbon is supposed to have a little bit of bite. This is odd.
This ruined Coke.
I have a glass of Coke right now that realistically is going to get dumped outside. I thought maybe when we mix it with the Coke, you'd be like, oh, that tastes like whiskey and Coke. It tastes nothing like whiskey and Coke.
I almost need to pour whiskey in my mouth to get this flavor out.
It's so weird. I don't understand it.
I mean,
I understand, like, their aim, but they have missed the mark. I can't understand putting this product out to market.
I just can't anymore. I'm back on the sauce.
I'm just going to sauce into the cup.
I'm not going to do that.
And see if that helps at all. It's improved it.
I'll say that.
Just a McKenna and Coke. I mean, like that.
Just throwing a little McKenna on this dumpster fire improved it quite a bit.
Absolutely.
It's like, because all of a sudden, immediately, it's like, okay, that little bit of bite is back.
Let me just join you in that endeavor.
Yeah. Would we buy this again? It's a resounding no. If you're somebody who drinks like whiskey Cokes normally and you're trying to get off it for a month for some unknown reason, just drink a Coke. This is disgusting.
Like, they should feel ashamed of themselves.
We have PBR whiskey behind us, and this is worse than that. I saw a couple reviews for it on YouTube, and I feel like they were paid reviews by people like, this is great. Like, here's a real review. Don't buy it.
No.
If you're getting off whiskey for a month, just get off whiskey. Like, just stop. This is not going to fulfill your need for that. It's just going to make you feel gross. This is literally, in the year we've been doing this, the worst thing we've drank. I would drink Indago before I drink this.
That's a stretch.
I would, because at least Indago is going to get me drunk.
Put your money where your mouth is.
There you have it.
From the Western Wisconsin Whiskey Emporium for ladies and gentlemen, this was not whiskey. We're out.
I'm telling you right now, the Indago feels nice. It does. Like, I'm happy I drank that compared to this. Holy Christ.